Calista B reporting for Kids First, age 16, and today I am here with Marlene Sharp, who is a actress, a writer, a producer. She's done so many things, but she's best known for her work at Sega, the company that has created Sonic the Hedgehog, which is one of my favorite video game series. So I'm incredibly excited for this. How are you doing today, Marlene?
I'm doing great. It's nice to meet you. Great to talk to you.
Yeah, of course. So to start things off, as I have just mentioned, you worked with Sonic the Hedgehog. What is that like? Because it's such like a big franchise in pop culture, and it's just in general one of the biggest gaming franchises.
Yes, it was a very exciting 2.5 years that I spent at the Sega office in Burbank. So I learned a lot there. It was my first time working at a video game company, and such a big famous intellectual property. There were a lot of things to learn about the brand, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, that's great to hear, because Sonic especially is like an incredibly like strange franchise when you really get into it, because there's so many different like types of stuff that it goes into, because Sonic is an incredibly experimental franchise. There's like, just speaking as like as a fan, there's like so many different types of games.
Yes.
What would you like to see next for the series, since you have experience working with specifically Sonic Boom?
Yes. Well, since I don't work at Sega anymore, but I do keep in touch with my colleagues. Several of the folks who were there when I was there are still there. And I'd love to see the movie grow as a franchise. So I hope that there are many more iterations of the movie, sequels, and so forth. And I have a very special friend who works at Sega. Her name is Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. And I would like to see Jasmine become the queen of Sega. Because Jasmine and I spent a lot of time together in the trenches. We worked together at a previous job. And so, and then I ended up going to, and then recruited her over after we had left our previous company. And it's been really great to see her professional growth. And I think there are wonderful things in store for her in the future with Sonic.
That's really nice to hear. And I'm glad that you mentioned the movie, because I saw the movie with my friends and we were all like, this was so amazing, and we were so excited, especially with that little sequel hook, which particularly excited me. Did you watch the Sonic movie?
I did. Yes, I saw it. I liked it. I thought it was really great, and I had worked on it when I was at Sega. So this movie had been in development for a very, very long time. And it turned out beautifully. It's a really, really entertaining film.
Yeah, I loved it a lot. And it especially went through a lot of very infamous changes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, yes. That was a time. I remember that very vividly.
Ultimately, the hype around the art style for Sonic, I think, helped the movie. I think it built awareness and made people very curious to see it.
Definitely, because I remember, like, I know that for me also with my friend group, when we saw the second Sonic trailer with the redesign, we were like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. And we're like, we were suddenly really excited, because like, it's like, no offense, but like the second trailer was just kind of objectively better. But it definitely was also like an interesting process, because like they had announced they're going to redesign, and we were kind of like, me and my friends were kind of thinking like, are they going to delay the movie? Are they going to rush it? And like, I'm glad it really turned out as amazing as it did. And I'm glad that so many other people have had such a fun experience with it.
Yes. Yes. It turned out, I think, more spectacular than anyone ever could have imagined. So,
oh, definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
So you also have your own company, Pink Poodle Productions. Yes. So what is that like, running your own company? Because I know for me personally, one of my dreams is to have my own production studio. So I feel like that would be nice to hear about.
Yeah, well, to be honest, my company is what I call forced entrepreneurship. So The reason why I started the company was to do some of my own special projects on the side. But actually last year, around this time, the other company that I was working for, another video game company, closed its Los Angeles offices. And so I didn't have a job anymore. And so I decided to put my time and effort into my company, which I already had the website. The website had been established a couple of years prior. So I thought, okay, I will just put my personal marketing into the company and see if I can take on some clients and get some more projects and so forth. And so that's what I did. So I've continued on with that for the last year.
All right. And you mentioned your clients. Can you tell us a little bit about your key clients and like who come to your production company?
Absolutely. So I have several clients. The biggest ones are Rainshine Entertainment, and then Rainshine is a parent company that has about 8 subsidiaries under it. Excuse me. And Rainshine has a kids division called Kinsane Entertainment. And so that is also, I work for the grown-up side of the company and the kids side of the company. Kids side is mostly animation and games. And then the grown-up side is live action, dramas, comedies, game shows, and lots of other different things.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting you mentioned that. Oh, sorry, continue.
Oh no, I was just gonna just mention my job title there, because I do have a job title within the company, and it's called, the title is Head of IP Strategy and Acquisitions. So I look for partnerships for the company to collaborate on established brands, such as Sonic, although we're not collaborating with Sonic, but we like to find other companies that have famous brands, and maybe we can come in and invest in a co-production or some mobile games or movie, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. And you mentioned that you've worked with both live action and animation, which is interesting to me, especially as someone who really loves animation. Which do you prefer? Because they're two very different like types of medium. So, and they both have really big pros and cons. So it's interesting to me.
It's hard to choose because I love them both. So that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy working for Rainshine and Kinsane, because it gives me the chance to do a bit of both. So I have a nice balance. But yeah, I do love them both equally. They're both my children, so can't choose just one.
Anyone who knows me very like personally knows that I am obsessed with animation. So
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
So do you have any passion projects that you're currently working on or hoping to get greenlit?
Well, there's several projects that I'm working on for my clients, advising them in various capacities, helping them with script revisions and pitching to studios for financing and distribution. But my real passion is to have someone fund and distribute a series about my dog. My dog Blanche is also my soulmate, my business partner. She's my roommate. She's right here. She's the mascot of the company. She's a poodle Bichon mix. So that's where the poodle comes into the title of my company, Pink Poodle Productions. So I have all kinds of show ideas for her, and she really does have a lot of star quality. So that anything that Blanche could star in is a passion of mine.
It's funny you mentioned your dog, because I need to know this.
Yes.
Was your dog named after the Tennessee Williams play Streetcar Named Desire?
Absolutely. And you know, it's so wonderful that you nailed it. You nailed it, because most people don't know that. Not that many people know the play Streetcar Named Desire, and a lot of people think that she's named after the character from Golden Girls.
Oh my!
And the character from Golden Girls is named after Blanche Dubois in Streetcar Named Desire. So in a way, yes, she's named after both, but it's mostly her middle name is Dubois. So her name Blanche Dubois Sharp. So yeah.
Yeah, because I'm in a theater class at my school and we actually read that play. So I was like, I saw the name and I was like, wait a minute. And I told it to my mom and she actually thought it was the character from Golden Girls.
Oh yes.
It's just really funny.
Yes, they are very, very much aligned. They were, Blanche on Golden Girls was modeled after Blanche Dubois, but I'm from New Orleans originally, and Tennessee Williams set a lot of his plays in New Orleans. He lived in New Orleans, and Blanche, my dog, is white, and Blanche in French means white. So there were lots of reasons why Blanche and Blanche Dubois became the perfect name for her.
I needed to know that though, because I was just like, it's like I will not stop thinking about it unless I get that confirmed.
You got it. Yes, guilty as charged.
So what advice do you have for kids who want to get into the entertainment industry?
Well, this might sound kind of simplified, but I really think it's important to be nice to everybody and to make as many friends as you possibly can and to treat everybody respectfully, because honestly, you never know. You never know where life will take you and where a person will land. So somebody who you might not expect could end up being one of your best collaborators, or somebody who could help you in some other way, or just a really good part of your support system. And a good example of something that happened to me, there was a teacher, not at my high school, but at a brother school. I went to an all-girls high school, and we had a brother school, and there was a teacher there, an English teacher, who was known as a very good English teacher in New Orleans. And then he was a young man while he was teaching, and he left the school and went to American Film Institute, and he became a producer, director. He ended up winning an Academy Award, and he's a very accomplished entertainment industry executive, writer, director, producer today. And I know that the boys who had him as an English teacher all those years ago never would have expected that their English teacher would be on the stage winning an Oscar. The Oscar was presented to him by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and
oh wow!
I mean, it was a big, huge deal. So, that's a concrete example of you never know. So it's very important to be nice to everybody and have as many friends and allies as possible.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's also just good advice in general, because, you know, I think that definitely would just in general be a good thing for a lot of people. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like, yeah, I totally relate to that, because I have a lot of friends who are also into writing and drawing and stuff like that. And, you know, we oftentimes talk about our stories and we just kind of bounce ideas off of each other and like help each other out with our stories. And I feel like that's definitely helped me a lot and helped them a lot, and it's just been really fun.
Yes, it's nice to collaborate with people. It really is.
Yeah,
very
definitely.
Rewarding.
So you've also done a lot of acting work aside from also being a producer and writer. Do you have a favorite role that you've done so far?
Yes. Many years ago, I was in a short-lived NBC sitcom, and it was called Come to Papa, and it only lasted for 4 episodes, but it was really great. And I wasn't in all the episodes. I was in two out of 4 episodes, but Steve Carell was one of the stars of it, so I got to work with him. And Jerry Seinfeld was a producer, but I never did get to meet him, and he didn't even take a credit on the show. But just knowing that he was involved was exciting to me. And it was really, we filmed it at Warner Brothers, and we were treated like royalty. It was great. I had my own trailer. That was definitely the best acting experience I ever had. I felt like I was living the dream.
That's really nice to hear. It's a shame that it only lasted 4 episodes, but hey.
Yeah. It was better than not having the experience, for sure. Although I was so disappointed when it was over. I did cry bitterly on the last day because we knew that the show was canceled. It was a kind of a weird scenario. There were lots of things happening at NBC and Warner Brothers that were beyond the show's control. So, and several of the other actors, including Steve Carell, had been committed to other projects. So even if the 4 episodes would have gone really well, they still couldn't have continued with it. But still, it was really a great time.
And final question, what's your dream role?
Wow, my dream role. Definitely something that pays me actual money. That is very important. You would not believe how many opportunities come along for free, especially acting opportunities.
Yeah.
I could work all day, every day as an actor if I wanted to donate my time. So I would love a paid role and something that I could do with Blanche. We like to do mother-daughter things, and we have in the past. We've done a couple of web series. We've done some things for Dog TV. Nothing major, but it's always fun because she is my furry child, and I'm a shameless stage mother to my dog. So I admit it. I gotta be me.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you. It's great to meet you. Thank you very much. You asked wonderful questions.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I was surprised that you knew so much about me. So thank you for doing that research.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll meet in person someday.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Okay. Take care. Thanks again.
Thank you so much for watching this interview, and make sure to check out the Kids First website and, of course, all the other Kids First reporters. My name is Calista B, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye!